All right, guys, we actually have a challenge here. We're gonna try to do the quickest draft. I don't know how all this is gonna go. We're gonna try to draft mono red, red white, something aggressive, something aggro-y. Esper Sentinel is probably exactly what we want to be looking for. Prairie Survivalist and Esper Sentinel. I think Esper Sentinel is probably a little bit better. I really liked the Prairie Survivalist last time. Overlord of the Mistmoors would be good. Draconautics Engineer, Grim Lavamancer. Esper Sentinel is going to be it. Tribal Flames, interesting. The rest of this, not very interesting. Anyways, we're trying to do the most aggressive draft that we possibly can because I'm kind of super curious how quickly we can get it done. So let's grab this Esper Sentinel and let's see what actually happens with the rest of our picks. Prairie Survivalist. I mean, I do, honestly, Esper Sentinel, it's their first non-creature, so maybe Prairie Survivalist is a little bit better, but one drops, this card's just so good. I'm going to take the Prairie Survivalist. That might not be right. Kitesail Larcenist, Ephemerate's interesting. Bristly Bill, Spine Sower, Menagerie, Curator, Sunspear, Curin. Maybe it's not red-white that we're in, maybe it's white-green that we're in. Because Bristly Bill, Spine Sower, 2 mana, 2/2 landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, and then double the number of 1/1 control counters. Menagerie Curator, you can only use this to cast creature spells, which is interesting. Temple Garden, there are going to be 2 of them, so I'm less interested in that. But I do like the Bristly Bill. We are looking at pretty much all green cards here. Nothing else is mostly interesting. Molten Impact is somewhat interesting if we wanted to stay on the red-white path. But these green cards really are good in the green-white deck. So let's look at the Menagerie Curator. Actually, let's look at Bristly Bill. Let's look at Bristly Bill and see what happens. Clarion Conqueror is very interesting. Sage of the Skies is very interesting. Pia and Kira, Sunspine Lynx. Players can't gain life. Damage can't be prevented. When this enters, it deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands that player controls. Honestly, I think that might be the pick here. It's an extremely strong card. Light Up the Stage, Sage of the Skies, Pia and Kirin, Spinner of Souls, 4 mana, 4/3. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature. Put that card in your hand and the rest on the bottom. So it's literally like following this up with ability to ramp. But I do like the Sunspine Lynx. We're talking about being quick. 4 mana for a 5/4, deal a bunch of direct damage. If they're playing one of the crazy strategies, is probably pretty good. Spinner of Souls keeps us on point, though. Let's keep us on point. Let's stay green-white. Ranger of Eos is interesting. Burst Lightning, Sacred Foundry, both interesting. Marionette Apprentice, if we wanted to be in the Jund deck, like Jund Sacrificey, whatever. But I think we want to be straight red-white, or green-white, and we're going to be looking at Gideon, Ally of Zendikar. Hired Claw. I don't see an Embercleave in the deck, so I think Hired Claw is what I'd be looking for. But with what we've got going on here, being able to pump out some creatures, Ranger of Eos would be pretty interesting to me. But let's take the Gideon.
Gideon Jura, at your service.
Legion Landing, Screaming Nemesis is extremely good. Sylvan Caryatid is interesting to me. Screaming Nemesis is 3 mana, 3/3 haste. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. Like, that screams at me. But there's no other red card in here. So that makes me think Legion's Landing. 1 mana, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. When you attack with 3 or more creatures, transform it. When you transform it, it turns into a land, and the land can produce, you guessed it, a bunch of tokens. So that's like interesting, but Screaming Nemesis has so much more upside. Sylvan Caryatid is a little bit better. But let's take the Screaming Nemesis and maybe we keep an eye on being like Naya. With that said, here's 2 Triomes that I'm less interested in taking. Ulvenwald Oddity, Sorin, Seasoned Pyromancer. Do we want to be in like a... Oh, I want to be in the red deck. I really do. Beginning coming in your turn, create a 1/1 that token gains haste. Warren War Leader. If either of these were a Naya Triome, I might be interested. But as it is, Luminarch Ascendant, we're going to take that. Screaming Nemesis, you're going on the sideboard. That's probably wrong. We're probably going to be in red-white because Goldspan Dragon's pretty insane. Molten Exhale is interesting. Royal Eruption is also interesting, but there is an Atali. A big ol' 7-mana Atali. So maybe Screaming Nemesis is back. We're going to take up this Goldspan Dragon. Nova Hellkite by 2 Minutes Blast. Innkeeper's Talent is going to go with our... Yeah, what is going on here? I don't want to be doing this. I'm taking the Innkeeper's Talent. There's a Lush Portico. Esper Sentinel came back around. Vaultborn Tyrant also came back around. I'm very interested in that. The Draconaut's Engineer is a little bit better than what I would like, though. But let's take the Lush Portico because it's in green-white. Temple Garden's what we're going to take here. Molten Impact's very good. I would take the Molten Impact, but we need the lands. Especially if this is going to be what I'm thinking it might end up being. Clarion Conquer, activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers. So we're looking at having some abilities but not activated ones. Sunspire Links might be good, but it might also kill us. So let's take Pia and Kira and put that in the sideboard. Hired Claw, interesting. Captain Veos, interesting. Haste 1/1. Let's put the Hired Claw on the sideboard. Let's put the Legion's Landing. Let's put the Verdant Catacombs in our sideboard here. Seasoned Pyromancer. Love to see it. Are we going to be a Naya aggro deck? That's my question. I don't know if I like being in the Naya aggro deck. It's America. We don't want to be America. Sapphire Collector. There's a Garruk. There's a Lightning Bolt. There's a Lightning Bolt and a Journey, and I'm going to take the Lightning Bolt. Yeah, I'm going to take the Lightning Bolt, and we're going to be pretty straight in this Naya deck. And there's a Tajik, which I'm glad that we're in Naya. I want that Wooded Foothills. There's a 3-tree battalion, which, I mean, we're looking pretty good for 3-tree battalion. Royal Eruption probably goes in the sideboard. Tajik, going to the deck. Ruby Collector also probably going in the deck. Nope, the Loot Monger is going in the deck. Surrak I want in the deck. Ruby Collector, I want that Wooded Foothills. But Impetuous Loot Monger's a 2-drop. There's a Nissa Resurgent Animist, and there's a Naya Triumph. We're gonna take the Naya Triumph. I want you to know that I picked this card and I was starting to look at the rest of the pack, and I just moved to confirm because I didn't want to look at the rest of the pack because I would have talked myself out of it. I know I would have, too. Ennoble Hierarch is what we're going to take here. 100% what we're going to take. Voice of Victory is interesting, and I would like to have one. But, you know, taking the Ignoble Hierarch. I would like to get an Addison's Pilgrim as well. Addison's Pilgrim would be nice, but we're looking at probably needing at least a couple more lands. Cosmic Sovereign's going in the deck. Elegant Parlor is interesting, but it's not like the most interesting in the world. That's why Cosmic Sovereign's going in the deck. If we're going to be playing this green-red deck, we're going to want some little bit of ramp, and we're going to want big dragons, and we're going to want ways to get into the big dragons. We're looking for card advantage. I mean, we're also looking for some 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 drops probably. Like Innkeeper's Talent at the beginning of combat in your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature control. Ennoble Hierarch into Innkeeper's Talent. Come on. And you know, I just want to. He doesn't look as cool as the Ennoble Hierarch. Just look how derpy this guy looks. I fucking love this card. Get out of here. No lands. There is a Mind Security, though, which is amazing. There is also the Spring Heart Nantucko. 2 mana, bestow, enchant creature gains 1/1. Whenever a land you control enters, you may play one permanent. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Like, that's pretty cool. So let's take that. I like that effect. It's an interesting effect. There's an Overgrown Tomb, which doesn't do anything for us because we're not splashing that color. There's also a Blade Splicer and a Lightstall Inquisitor. The Rampaging Raptor is actually really cool. I just played against that. It was a cool Trample Haster. But let's take the Blade Splicer. And let's take the Journey to Nowhere. I'm glad to have the Journey. Here, I'm not excited about any of these cards. Micaeus is going to go to the sideboard. Ruby Collector. Boseiju is interesting. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land. Then they can search. But Ruby Collector kinda does some cool stuff for us. There's a Temple Garden in here. There's also a Kellen. Create X map tokens where X is the number of opponents who control an artifact. Otherwise, put it into your graveyard. Let's take the Temple Garden just so we have better lands. Rip apart for the sideboard. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell channel, we're going to take the Smuggler's Copter. We probably won't be playing the Smuggler's Copter, but maybe we will. Stadium Headliner, maybe. Elder Gargaroth. There's an Arid Mesa and a Windswept Heath. I think the Windswept Heath is probably what we'd be going with. Zealous Conscripts. Questing Beast, 4 mana, 4/4 Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste, Vigilance, Reach, Trample, attacks or blocks. Just a big old beater. Let's take the Elder Gargaroth. No, let's take the land, because we need some lands. We're like 4 off of playable, but we got all these red cards in here. So as long as we have the lands to play them. Let's take the Arid Mesa. And let's actually take the Elder Gargaroth. And then the Gold Vein Hydra. Oh, actually the Twin Moss Storeblood. Deals 5 damage, gains some life, does some extra stuff. Voice of Resurgence is interesting. Sacred Foundry is better. Elspeth Stormslayer is interesting. Glory Heath Lynx is also very interesting. Fecund Green Shell is interesting. I think the Glory Heath Lynx is what I'm going to be going with. Let's take that. The Lumen class frigate is interesting. Tarmogoyf Bulwark Ox. Flooded Strand grabs all of our stuff. But the Lumen class frigate gives us some power for all of our stuff. So let's grab that. Here we're looking at Wooded Foothills. Pretty easy pick up here. Timeless Witness is very interesting for us. We're looking at playables, but we want to get... Yeah, we just want to fix up some of our mana a little bit more. Luris is interesting. There's also an Amara, and we're going to take Amara. Easy pickup. Quarry Steelcutter is interesting. We're not going to take it. We're going to take the Bloodbraid Elf. We don't have enough. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1. You may attach this equipment to it. Prowess. We don't have a bunch of stuff for prowess, so let's get the Bloodbraid Elf. Get some value in there. Magmatic. Arid Mesa. Not going to really look at anything else. I'm going to drop the Smugglers. We need to drop probably one more thing. Quick Beast Amulet is honestly pretty cool. At the beginning of combat on your turn, draw a card, then you may exile an artifact or creature card from your hand. If you do, create a token. I think I'm going to take the Enduring Courage. And then we're going to take the Voice of Resurgence here. Sunblessed. Return target non-permanent card with He's gonna go sideboard. Yeah, we gotta do some cleaning up in this main deck here. I do think I like this Enduring Courage, but if we're behind, this is not going to help us. Thankfully, we've got quite a few of these 2-drops. Yeah, we're looking at cutting 3. Ruby Collector, the Glory Heath is going to be in there. Prairie Survivalist is good. Sun Blessed Healer has got some stuff. Impetuous Innkeeper, Spring Heart. I like all these 2-drops so much. I think the Glory Heath might be the weakest, but even that's not bad. Lumen Class, those are both a little bit later. Blade Splicer's weak. Get out of here. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may reveal cards until you reveal a creature card. Put that card in your hand. It's a must kill. It's amazing. The rest of these are fine. I need to cut 2 cards. Lightning Bolt, Journey. This is probably not as good as I want it to be, but it has to not be bad. That's the thing. And I need to cut 2 things. Like this, but on a creature is insane. Let's drop the Lumen class frigate. No, I want the Lumen class frigate because I have the Seasoned Pyromancer. But maybe I drop the Lumen class. No. I think I dropped the Ruby Collector. And do I drop something like the Goldspan Dragon? Like, actually? I think we drop like the Goldspan Dragon. And we might even add in add in the Rip Apart and remove the or add in the Smuggler's Copter and add in a land and remove a land. Like, do we go down to 16 land in this deck? I think we do. And I think we go down like a mountain. Done. We're quicking. So I'm like, let's do it quick. This is anything but quick. Maybe we get there quick. Sure. Green white. Malevolent Rumble. Taking a land. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna play the Smuggler's Copter. Wingbane Vantasaur. It's a reach. Dang. And I think I'm going to play the Enter Surveil one. Yeah. I probably should have, because I had the Cosmic Sovereign. Honestly, that might have been a mistake. Oh shit. I'm going to... I'm going to take that action. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to discard a card. And I've got 6 coming in. And you're going to double block. Deathray Shaman and Naturalize. You're gonna naturalize my innkeepers? Hmm. Yeah, we're just gonna get in. I don't know why I'm even thinking about it. We're just destroy target creature, sure. That makes me more sad, I will say. Damn. If he's got no removal for Tajik, I'm in a good spot. Okay, so let's do this. Cast Journey. Nice. When Journey comes in, I'm gonna hit the Wingbane Fantasy. I'm gonna hit a 6/6 lifelink, or 6/1 lifelinker, and we're gonna attack. Down to 1. Are you going to die? Good game. Unlucky. Play again, play again, play again. Go. We're in. Where's the opponent? I'm ready. Bada bing, bada boom. Jojo 8, voila. We're looking good. Flush Portico. Thoughtseize. I have 3 2-drops and a 3-drop. I am so Thoughtseize proof. Take my Glory Heath though. Probably should have left that on top because I can't currently cast my Seasoned Pyromancer, but counter it. Oh, no counter. Ghost Fire Slice though. Not bad. Not bad at all. Remove a charge counter, draw a card. Okay. Do it. Make my voice of resurgence draw. Do it. Do the thing. Draw your card. Okay. Disdainful Stroke and a Captivating Crossroads. I think I can handle this. It's worth noting that is 100% dying. You wanna block it? Oh wait. Give me a 3/3. You're gonna get a 1/1 token next turn, and instead of getting that, you die. I'm here for it. I will cast this for 2 1/1s. Yeah, that results. Very strong card. What you gonna do with it? Ooh, and you're gonna take the life. I'm here for that. Sorry. This is actually really bad because this becomes a 5/5, and so it's only gonna do 4 damage. And that might be a concede on their part. I can do this all day. Killing that got my token, so I guess that's fair. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we just get in there. I don't think it be how it is, but it do. Nice beginning of your upkeep trigger. Drawing cards sounds really good right now.
You wanna go, tough guy?
That does damage in order to kill, though. So you gotta kill that without doing damage right now. 1, 2, 3. You can. There are 100% ways to kill that. And you discard a card. You know what's crazy? This puts them on a 2-turn clock. This doesn't. He has to block. I've got a lightning bolt in hand to kill him. That does not save you, friend. Now that's a good game. Sorry, that was really BM. That was a good one. Proud of that one. Solid. Foundational. What are we on now? Come on. 2-0. Let's keep it up. Let's keep this pace. I believe in us. That's a pretty sweet little avatar there, too. I am not as excited about this one. I'm not going to lie. I can't even. It's kind of funny that I can't crew because I can't get +1. Screaming Nemesis is coming down. Counter it. You got it. It's a good one to counter too. End the turn. This has been a real not solid draw. Next turn we do get to play 5-4, so maybe that will do something for us. Sure. We only have 1 red, 2 red technically, so let's grab the board and go. Down. Yeah, I'm gonna twin all this. And then we're gonna Lumen Class Frigate, and we're gonna hope that we draw a land instead of not drawing a land. Or we're gonna not draw a land instead of drawing a land, sorry. I like your 5 color. Your 2 Esper lands into your 2 Jund lands really got me. I'm going to... Yeah, so I've got lethal next turn. What have you got, friend? Honestly, I should have... He would be at 4. Sky Sovereign! Hand it back to hand. You got it, friend. Discards it. Search your library for a card, put the card in your hand, then shuffle, you lose 3 life. Like, what do you have here? I'm fascinated. Oh. He has death. Good game. On to the next. 3-0. 3-0. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can 4-0 it. I currently believe pretty heavily in us, so. We're looking great. So we're gonna tap this. We want to get green. And we want to get like green, red, probably. Red, white. We don't have green, red. So we're just gonna get the triangle. For that, we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do that. Boom. And if we get to survive, we're in a great spot. Don't love that. Probably have to take lightning bolt though. They probably have to, yeah. We're just gonna go hard. Just get in there for 6. They've got a kill spell for the Screaming Nemesis. Sure. Yeah, we're just gonna keep getting in. When those creature deals combat if it has fewer than 4 counters on it, put a 1 counter, and then if it has exactly 4, sure. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I attack you? Enter stabbed. What you got on me? You cannot gain life again this game, and you are at 4 with a deep cavern bat that has lightning bolt under it. This is actually an absurd position to be in. Sure. We'll just double block you. I don't know what you got, Stever, but you better have something. With how slowly you're playing here, you and I both know those 3 cards in your hand don't do shit. I feel almost rude saying that. Mainly because I'm trying to rush it quick. I'll return up to 2 creature cards, or whatever, in my 1. Great spot to be in. Love that. All nice. Big ol' 6/6 with vigilance, reach, and trample. You have 1 life. Good game, friend. You tried. Good game. I respect you making me play it out. Might have been a little bit more of screaming name Nemesis or whatever. Wasn't such an amazingly good card, but we're at 4-0. Let's run it back. I'm really hopeful that we can get Snaked the Collector. We're gonna keep this. I really hope that we can get 3 games in. Double Temple Garden. We got no red except for Ignoble Hierarch. I think they mulligan too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm paying that 2 life every time. Next turn, Voice of Resurgence. It's worth noting the 1 damage to my life, or the 2 damage to my life is worth the 1 damage to their life. 100% in my mind right now. Being able to play Voice of Resurgence into Tajik. Ambassador of Avendo is not going to save you right now. It's pretty good. Nice. So let's journey to nowhere. We're gonna get rid of two. And then we're gonna Lumen class frigate. We're gonna attack with all of these. Yeah, sure, block that. And then take 8. Good game. End turn. The Ambassador of Avendo does not have the time to really help you out here, friend. And which is crazy, because you got him on turn 2. Does that land have it? I don't see it. Oh, you got an Omni. That's pretty sick. That's pretty cool. It does not help you. I appreciate the quick concede. All right. Let's get into it. Max the Vool. 1 second.
more room to fight in.
Sorry about that, guys. My here, you want a little bit of insight into who Cody is and what's going on with Cody? My grandpa passed away earlier this year, and that was his wife that had called me. Not my actual grandmother, like my adopted grandmother. And she was calling me basically to get like a, hey, how are you doing? What's going on? How are you feeling? And I'm like, hey, hey, what's up? Hello, that type of thing, you know. Brennan 6 is going to be a little bit risky. We're going to discard the 5-drop and we're going to steal a Chandra? Do we steal an Eternal Witness? I think we steal a Chandra. Because Chandra's going to be a pretty good one for us. A Renin 6 is scary though. I'm gonna take down that Renin 6. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me. I mean, you can. You can and you very well might. But I hope that you won't. You're doing a lot of damage to yourself, too. Definitely need a red. We have double white, double green. This will give us double red. We're gonna do 4 damage to target creature. And we're gonna get in at Ren. And you're gonna sacrifice your Guild Goose for it? You are! Ah, I'm glad to get the Guild Goose. Ren's a good card though. 1 damage. You're gonna ping it. That's fair. Like Garrick. You're gonna fight it.
You ever listen to the crickets? There are some cuts and cowardly hunted. I have no pity.
You don't get to gain life anymore. You know that, right? Gonna kill it. We probably could have hit his face, but this is where we're at. Sure. That resolves. That also resolves. Menagerie Curator. Die. Good game. That was a good one. That one felt positive. An hour and 2 minutes for a 7-0. Hour and 2. I'm so upset. We were so close. And it was a 7-0. I didn't even realize because I got distracted by a call. Guys, nerds, this is what happens when we get distracted. We vibe out. We go hard. And we get a nice 7-0 to end off. This will probably be the last cube draft that I do. I think tomorrow starts the new set. I'm kind of excited to dive in, even though it's not supposed to be drafted, I don't think. But we'll see how it goes. It's supposed to be bomby. So it should be fun. I'm excited. I'll see you guys then. Talk to you.